Hey there, welcome to Cards by Sandy. I'm Sandy Trower, and today I want to show you how to make this quick and simple thank you card. Why? If you're like me, I have a lot of neighbors and friends who are bringing me over fresh vegetables. I don't know about you, but I want to keep those vegetables coming over here. So let's get started. The two stamp sets that we're going to be using, one of them is my favorite. It's the Work of Art, and I use it on about everything. And we're going to be using the Traveler. Like I said, both of these are my favorite, and this is going to be a very fast and simple card. Now the colors of ink that we're going to be using, and you could use about any color combinations that you wanted to. But I'm going to be using the Hello Honey, Soft Sky, and Wild Wasabi. Along with that, I'll be using the Memento, and I'm going to be using my multi-purpose glue. Now for the paper. We're using the basic black and the Whisper white. Now I have 4 1/4 wide by 11 inches long, and we're just going to take and we're going to fold or score at 5 1/2. Now this card I'm going to have open up in this direction. A lot of times you'll see this fold here at 4 1/4 and it flips up in this direction. We're going to go, and ours is opening up from this side. You'll have 2 pieces of the 5 1/4 by 4. One's for the outside and one would be for your inside. I have 3 2 1/4 by 2 inches and 3 Whisper white 2 by 1 3/4. So see, they'll go lay right there on the inside. Now, I've got an extra. Let me move my little black pieces to the side. Open up my stamp pads. Now, today, I'm going to be using my Stampin' Scrub. I don't know, you've probably seen me use this before. One side is wet, one side is dry. That way, as I'm using this different colors constantly, I can quickly clean it off. So you'll see my hands going over that direction. That's what I'm doing. What we're going to do, I'm going to stamp from the Traveler. I've got the camera. I picked out the camera. I've got the globe. Now yes, that globe's big, but I'm just going to stamp the globe, the round part of the... Make sure you have a scratch piece of paper down to where you can stamp off on it. And then the luggage. Now, I had just re-inked that, so I'm going to let this dry just a few minutes before I add my color. So let me use the Stampin' Scrubber, and I'm going to clean these stamps real fast. I don't want the stays on to dry on these. Like I said, one side's wet and one side's dry. That's had time to dry. Now I'm going to take from the Work of Arts this little stamp here, and because some of these colors are a little bit bolder, I'm going to stamp off, then stamp off to the image. Now the Soft Sky is a light color, and all I'm doing is just stamping on top of the image just to give it color. We'll clean that stamp. Next we're going to do the luggage. Now, Wild Wasabi is a little strong, so I'm going to stamp off and then stamp onto the luggage. Now on the camera, we're going to use the Hello Honey. Again, that's a strong color, so I'll stamp off, then stamp on. And there you have it. Close these up. We'll move that aside. Now, we're going to take, and I'm going to use the glue. You can use tape glue. And I'm just going to lay that down on there. Now when you're using glue, just make sure you don't get it around the edges, because as you put it down, you don't want glue to squish out on the sides. Because sometimes the glue that comes out will dry a little sticky, and you don't want your card sticking to your envelope. Okay, we've done that. Now, the next step, we're going to go ahead and put this down on our cardstock. Now I'm going to place our two of these. I like to mount them directly glued down to the cardstock, and one I will pop up. But I sort of visualize it to see, well, do I have enough of room to put my words and where I'm going to place the words. Make sure I leave enough room. And it does look like I have enough room. So I'm going to go ahead and put down my two in my corners. You just have to play around with it to see where you like them placed at. I'm going to pop up my globe. So I'm going to bring this down to this corner. And using the Stampin' Dimensionals, sticking to my fingers, I will bring in the globe. Like I said, you could do it down here and pop it up, a catty corner, about any way you want to do. Okay, now I'm going to use the memento, and I'm going to do the thank you. And that's okay. Isn't that beautiful? Quick, easy, fast, simple. There you go. Put any kind of saying on the inside. Write a big old long thank you note. Bring me those vegetables over here.